top performers, Simon Sesazi, and the likes of Brian Masaba, the captain. They were actually doing us better. In fact, we are happy to see that by early morning we had received news of our win, simply because most of us did not cope up with exactly the kickoff game. In fact, under the floodlights in Guyana, we saw this happening as Uganda aimed to improve performances against the PNG guys. And now that is Nsubuga, the captain, Brian Nsubuga, one of our own. Now, that is the top performers lead, keeping it very tight for the fewest runs conceded in a 4-over spell at the men's C20 World Cup. Some of the players who kept that at bay. I think when it comes to the stellar performances. Now, when it comes to these performances by Uganda cricket currents, we really think that Coach Shabe Alma has made sure that these boys keep it tight, as low as how you can see. In fact, some of the pictures that you see came from the likes of Frank Nsubuga, one of our own, versus PNG. He had 4, and Anish Nosje against Sri Lanka in 2024, this very World Cup, they had 7, and against Zimbabwe, Ajanta Mendis made 8 in 2012, that was against Zimbabwe, whereas Mahamullah made 8 against Afghanistan in 2014, and UAE, that is Wanidu Arasanga in 2022. Those are the records of keeping it very tight. Fewest runs conceded in a 4-over spell at the men's T20 Cricket World Cup. Now, that's a record that we managed also to have. A one Frank Nsubuga managed to get us that very record. So, according to how things are going, we've just lost 1 game and we have won 1. Afghanistan beat us, but this time around, you see what we did. I think for cricket, something is being done. Uganda Cricket Association have actually tried to make things go right. We've secured our first win in the T20I Men's Cricket World Cup somewhere in Guyana under floodlights. For the first time that we are winning under floodlights. In fact, you very know our challenge has been playing under floodlights, but this time around the boys have just made it, and we expect to do a lot more, especially when it comes to the other group stage games. Now, to cricket here in Africa, the Victoria Pearls, that is the national team for cricket on the side of ladies, also made us look like we are already champions after winning against the hosts Rwanda. In fact, Uganda is now unbeaten in the last 6 games, as we hope not to play even against Cameroon. That will mark our last game actually, because Cameroon looks like they are not ready to play this game, as they have had issues within their camp, issues related to travel and issues related to accommodation in Kigali. But now Uganda, as in Victoria Pearls, the representatives of Uganda in the Kwibuka Cricket International Tournament, have gone unbeaten in their last 6 games. They first won against Botswana. That was at the opening game, at the opening ceremony. They beat Botswana. They went on to beat Malawi. They went on again to beat the likes of Rwanda now and the likes of Kenya. You saw all that. There was some tight competition there. Now we think the words from the likes of Immaculate Nachisui, as you can see her, we'll listen to her and we'll hear what she has to tell us just after those games, especially the one for Kenya and the one for Rwanda last evening from Janat Mbabazi. Let's hear from what they have to tell us.
Yeah, ndi musanyufu olwokuba ntufunye w'emyaka ey'omukaaga mu games mukaaga. Ndi musanyufu ekyensuso olw'okubeera nti tuva kuba hosts. Neera tukoleredde win era ndi musanyufu nnyo. Nja kwongera okwebaza olw'okusobola otuwa eyo challenge kuba tubadde tugyeta. Captain Victoria Pearls, today we played against Rwanda, won the toss and chose to bat, and there's been a very good display of good bowling and good batting with the team, and we're happy that we came out victorious. Captain Victoria Pearls, today we played against Rwanda, won the toss and chose to bat, and
that's the Victoria Pearls captain, that is Janat Mbabazi. We also have the under-19 coach. He has also something to say, since most of his girls are also taking part within the senior ladies team. Now, Uganda managed to carry about 8 girls who play in the under 19 who have actually been taking part within this very ladies tournament. Now they have also put up some aging, they have also put up some very good performances. They have actually helped the team Victoria Powers to secure as numerous wins as 6 of them going unbeaten in this very tournament. It's actually annual. The Kwibuka cricket tournament is annual. It always goes for every year. This is after 10 years now. This has been the 10th edition of the Kwibuka International Tournament. Let's hear from what the coach has to tell us, the coach of under 19. Let's hear from what he has to say.
Yusuf Nanga, the head coach of under 19. We just finished playing against Rwanda now, and we came out victors. We won against Rwanda. We batted fast and scored 100 runs, which we managed to defend. Kudos go to the bowlers. Our bowlers came and bowled very well, and yeah, that's how we managed to come back. The team played well. They played as a team, and we won as a team. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for supporting Uganda. My name is Yusuf Nanga.
That is Coach Yusuf Nanga. He takes the wheel at the apex of the under 19 cricket girls. So that is how Uganda now is doing better. I can guarantee you that on the side of cricket this time we are going on very well. We've secured a win in the World Cup for the first time, and we've also secured 6 wins in the 10th edition of Kwibuka International Cricket Tournament that's taking place in Kigali, that is in Rwanda. And I think we really have to appreciate what the girls are doing there and what the boys are doing somewhere in Guyana, that is for the cricket T20 Men's World Cup. Away from that, let's now talk football. We all know very well that Nambole would be lit that day, that is tomorrow. It will be 7th, and Uganda is taking on Botswana, and this game will kick off at 7 p.m. in the evening. We have gotten some pictures that come through from Nambole. That is how the stage is set. In fact, they took the social media pages, that is Mandela National Stadium Management. They took their social media pages, that is on X and some other pages, socials. They said they are now ready. The stage is set. It's now ready for Uganda Cranes to take it to the mantle. Those are some of the pictures that we got you from Nambole. I think you can see that is the officials stand where the FUFA, the CAF and the FIFA officials will be taking shelter or will be seated as they watch on to observe the outcome of the game. We have also seen the sides of the technical benches for both sides, that is for the home and for the away side. We have those pictures that came through from Nambole last evening as they are saying the floodlights are ready, they are set. The monitor, that is the scoreboard, you can clearly see. Now that is standard. Now that is class. We have always told you that Nambole is going to change. It's going to turn around the looks of sports infrastructure in this very country. Just look at that. The ones we normally admire on screens when we execute and the likes of the likes of Europa League. So this time around, they are here in Uganda. Make sure every one of you travel to Kampala, you go to Nambole and support the Uganda Cranes as they will be taking on Botswana late evening at Mandela National Stadium in Nambole. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. and entrance will be 25,000 if you buy a ticket from some other ticket selling stations, as well as buying it from Momo. Now look at that. That's one of the pictures that has been taken from inside the stadium, actually from the playing surface. You can clearly see that. Most of you normally admire Wembley, but Wembley is now here. Just look at that. One magnificent, what a shot. Anyway, we're talking about the ticket sales now. FUFA has extended the likes of selling points, especially now City Oil. City Oil has been included amongst those selling ticket points. Now we can guarantee you that Tango Sport in Jinja has lots of tickets, and City Oil also is on the radar. They are also included amongst the selling ticket agents, and as well as buying a ticket from all the designated websites. That is from FUFA. You can go to MTN Momo. You can use MTN Momo to purchase a ticket, by the way, with a 5,000 5,000 Uganda shillings. You can buy a ticket with a 5,000 Uganda shillings discount, especially for something like let's say for something like 25,000 if you buy a ticket from some other pages or some other websites. Now if you buy it via mobile money, that is from MTN Momo, you can as well secure that very ticket at 20,000 instead of 25 if you use different selling points. Now we can guarantee you that everything is going on well, and we will be very happy to see Uganda Cranes winning against Botswana. And the return, actually, the other header, there's another header for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier that will be taking place in USA. Another header will be against Algeria. That is later on Monday. We shall be having another game on Monday against Algeria. So our moods, or from the performance that we will be putting up against Botswana, they will give us a picture of how we're going to play against Algeria. But to me, I think all these teams are going to face it rough. They are going to face the toughness of the Uganda Cranes, because according to how the team is prepared, according to how the selection has been made for the national team, we are guaranteed of the young and energetic performances from these young lads, especially the likes of Travis Mutiaba, the likes of Elvis Bomono, the likes of Kenneth Semakula, who has been doing very well at SC Villa. We actually know that some of these guys, the likes of Ronald Oti, has been called in from Bull, just in there to support the absence of Bevis Mugabe from Motherwell, somewhere in Scotland. So we expect the likes of Ismail Bin Watenga, the goalkeeper, we expect him also to put up some very manual performance. Now Uganda will be in line to win those games. I really have to talk about those. So you have seen the ticketing information. In case you have a blue ticket, you know where you know which gate you're going to go through, you know which block you're going to go through, you know which seat you're going to sit. Now everything is set, well organized. Now the federation will give you credit this time around for allocating tickets that are well numbered with seat numbers, with also block numbers, where you guys will be watching that game from. Let's hear from the FUFA Director of Communications, that is Ahmed Masha Hussein, who actually has some brief story about how it's going to be going about the tickets. Now let's hear from Hussein.
The movement and how the fans can purchase these tickets, and we believe that with new and additional centers, City Hall, that is Nakawa, City Hall Kamucha, and City Hall Bombo Road, on addition to the ones that were released last week, and that is Fufa House, Tango Sport in Jinja, the MTN at Momope online, and the Mbole ticketing also system online, will now bring the number, of course, to 7 ticket selling centers. And we believe that this will increase even on the mobility of the fans and the easy access for them to make sure that the tickets are getting closer to the fans. One important thing to note is that the tickets actually are moving so fast. The rate at which the fans are interested and also picking a lot of interest in buying these tickets is so huge. And we believe that by match day, close of match day, we should be able to have a sellout crowd. At the moment, the VIP double and the ordinary double are the fast moving on market, because it's a discount that was given to the fans, 25,000 that you're discounted on the VIP double, and then 10,000 on the ordinary double. So the fans are taking advantage to make sure that they benefit from this discount.
All right, now that is the information about the ticket sales and the ticket selling points, especially for the federation side. Now they have done better, because these tickets they have a security feature, which is a QR code, which you will be placing onto the QR scanner at the entrance, or on all gates, by the way, on all or along all the access gates of Nambole. You'll be placing your ticket, especially that QR code. You put it on the QR scanner so that the gates can open for you. There will be no more manned gates. We used to have some days at Nambole when you would find Kanyamas, when you would find those bodybuilding guys. They are ready to lift you up or ready to bounce you back in case you had a fake or counterfeit tickets. But this time around, it's all about the system. We are now into a modern footballing era where we shall be using QR codes, QR scanner to get us access into Nambole. Now that's how Nambole looks like at night. That was the picture that was taken last time out when we were doing the test matches of Mandela National Stadium, Nambole. That was one of the pictures that was taken during those games, especially when we saw the likes of KCCA playing at night. You remember the Usama Arafat goal there, one of the first goals at Nambole as we returned from the absence away from Nambole. It was actually 5 years since we last played a home game at Nambole for the Uganda Cranes. But this time around, we've come back and we're bouncing back. We expect to see our own Uganda Cranes winning with a flying colors. Now away from Nambole, away from the FUFA thing, away from the Uganda Cranes, you have had it all. Yesterday you had that the speaker Honorable Anita Among visited the training camp at Nambole. She even gave in 50 million Uganda shillings and promised more winning bonuses for the boys in case they win against Botswana as well as Algeria. This time around, allow me to take you to our local sport here from Mbarara. Yesterday we had the friendly game between USPA, that is Western Uganda Sports Press Association, who are playing against the OBs and the OGs of Mbarara Global High School. And by the way, later in the evening at 3, we shall be having some members from the reunion, that is for the sports side, from the reunion of Global High School Mbarara OBs. We shall be actually hosting some of those members, especially the director and one of their technical staff, that is Saddam Mugaru. They will all be here for the sports zone. Now that is one of the clips or one of the pictures, one of the footages that we got you from Global High School in Mbarara City last evening, as the boys, that is the journalists, sports journalists in Mbarara, were playing against the OBs of Global High School. You can clearly see how the environment was. The likes of Desire, you can see Desire Asime Kajese, you can see Rio Jazz Jose, you can see MC Follow, Brian Kazenga, Kasimu Luimbazi, you can clearly see Alex, the likes of Beckham, you can see Junior, you can as well see Dithan Tigerwani, like Clinton Nahari. They were all there. Now those are the boys that you can clearly see. We have all such other pictures that came through from Global High School playground, where USPA, that is the sports journalists who go under or who are under or registered under the umbrella Western Uganda Sports Press Association. Yesterday they were playing against Global High School OBs and OGs, a game that the Journals lost with 3-1, and the goal for journalists was scored by one Bogiman. If you know Bogiman, that is Boche. He managed to score for us there that very beautiful goal. In fact, it was a consolation. It puts us some time into the game, especially in those 70 minutes after scoring that game. Bogiman put the journalists into the game, and they were pressing more and more as they were dominating almost those minutes of the game. They actually hoped for the second when Clinton tried to assist Bogiman once again with a back flick, and Bogiman tried to hit that one. You should have seen those pictures. We will bring you those details. We'll bring those details of that game later at 3 p.m. Now I think I'll bring you more stories later, especially in boxing and rally, that is Mbarara Motor Rally. It was actually celebrating a few days ago. They were celebrating 25 years of existence, and now we can guarantee you that Mbarara Motor Rally is now serious. They actually have a meeting. They have a meeting at 10 a.m. Which I think is tomorrow. I will be bringing you all those details about Mbarara Rally Club, that is Mbarara Motor Rally Club. I'll bring you those details later at 3 p.m. when we come for the sports sports zone. Today I've worked with Nyanzi in the control room, and my brother Edgar is coming back to take you through the next segment, that is the hotspot. Have a good morning. Stay tuned to GNTV, releasing life.